Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who's new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. Hi, I'm back. Sweeties, I cannot even believe it has been months that I turned on this camera and a lot has happened, and this video has the purpose, of course, of like me filling you in a little bit, because I think in the framework of a video we can just like scratch the surface, but I want to just start to feel comfortable here again and just share a little bit. Plus it is kind of also a trial, a test, because I have two puppies here that are walking in and out. It's a little bit, they might bother us, but we'll just have to live with it, okay? One of them, if you're not new here, you know already, that is Rex. He is our German Shepherd that we got. When did we get him? I think at the end of, I don't remember. It was at some point in spring of this year. Okay, so he is 9 months old now. He is very large and he is right behind me. I'm going to put a picture up so you can see him, but something else has happened. Okay, so on the 1st of August we rescued another puppy, and that is a black German Shepherd, and her name is Raven, and you're also going to see her probably on the picture. So she is they're both here, you know, just saying. Okay, sweeties, that is what it is. So that's why it has been very, very hard for me to get back to this place. It's one of the reasons. Now, why did I leave? Why did I leave YouTube? Why did I have to go on a break? Because it was just too much. A lot of drama had happened. None of it really was about me, but it really, really hurt me, and it became suffocating, and it kind of felt like people were pulling for my loyalty, and that I couldn't take that, you know? That was one thing. Beyond that, I was just finished. I was at a burnout. You know, I was completely burned out, and am I ready to come back? No, I'm not, because it turns out that life without all of those hours working on videos is actually really, really nice, you know? Do I still want to have my channel? Yes. And do I still want to maintain my channel? Yes. But my focus has changed. My focus has absolutely changed. I'm spending hours and hours with my dogs outside and with my children. Plus, I have a first grader and 2 second graders right now who need a lot of my time in the afternoon to do homework, things like that. So my focus had to change. And me coming back doesn't mean that I'm going to do everything the way I used to do it. No, because I don't want to, and because I can't. Because also my day only has 24 hours, and I feel like I want to do other things, more things, you know? But I definitely want to be here as a hobby. I do not want to have this pressure anymore that I need to feature this and I need to feature that and I need to be the first one to feature. Well, I've never been the first one to feature anything, let's face it. But, you know, I want to be over this. I think that I just deserve better. Sorry, you know, I just suffered from this pressure all the time, and then still not succeeding and still not growing my channel and still having low views, and I'm so over it. So that's why I'm also like, you know, if you want to subscribe. I'm happy to have you here. Other than that, like, I don't care. I don't care. All those months that I've been offline, I checked maybe twice what my channel is doing. I really do not care if this channel grows, or if I have likes, or if I have comments. Feel free to do what you want to do. You know, I just want to take the pressure off me and off you. There is no performance pressure here anymore, and I will feature whatever I want to, and if I don't want to, then I won't, and that is how it's going to be. Because seriously, I'm never going to be YouTube famous, and that is by now okay with me, because I have other things that I love. You know? All right, sweeties. So with that being said, how are we going to move on from here? I'm going to film whenever I feel that I can. And that is what it is, you know? So new makeup releases, as much as I loved to do them, it is not possible for me right now because I'm just too busy with my children, you know, with the homework and stuff like this. They also get a lot of assignments on the computer, and we only have one. You know, there are still households that only have one computer, which is mine. And that is a computer where I have to edit my videos. So for the time being, I'm going to have to keep it simple because those new makeup releases videos take hours and hours and hours of editing. What else is going to be different? Well, pressure is out. You know, I'm here when I'm here, and I'm not going to commit to like 2 videos a week or whatever. I'm here when I can. And beyond that, description box is going to be very, very simple because also here I just want to save time. All right. For me, I think that was Raven. That was my little one, my little black one. So, so cute. Okay, so for the time being, I think it is more important that I am here and that we're all enjoying ourselves. And you know, things like this, if you want to know what I'm wearing, then like just watch what I'm holding in the camera and Google it. All right, it should be very, very simple. Okay, sweeties, that is what it is. I'm also definitely going to have, of course, my social media down in the description box, because when I'm referring to other looks that I've done with a certain palette or something, then you can always look it up there. And also my dogs, by the way, have an Instagram in case you're into dogs, just so you know. And also that, of course, will be linked in the description box. Okay, sweeties, is that it? I don't know. We'll see. And of course, I'm going to come back to certain topics and things like this. A lot of people have been in touch with me and checking up on me in those past months, which was really, really sweet. Thank you so much. It has not been easy. It has not been easy. I have been emotionally in a really, really tough spot. I also have been sick with COVID, and we also had a big family celebration because actually my oldest twin girls, they did have their bat mitzvah, and that was of course super, super nice. My mom came to visit us from Germany, which was amazing. And I think I'm going to talk about that maybe in a different video because I don't want to take like too much time for things like this right now. Okay, let me, Raven, can you move, please? This is gonna happen a lot, so just because she is the first time here in my studio and she's very excited. She's right now moving my soft boxes. Maybe I should try to hold you in the camera because she is about 25 kilos now, so I might be able to lift her still. Let me just see. Come here, sweetie. Come here. You want to come and say hi? Because my big guy is way too big and she might be still I'm turning red like a tomato, but here she is. Okay, so this is Raven. She's of course all black, and that's why her name is Raven. Okay, so so what else do I need to tell you now? Because I just saw how I am sweating, because I'm very, very excited. It is also very, very obvious that I am not wearing foundation. That is one of the changes, makeup related, that are happening. I have stopped doing foundation because I feel it's beautiful and it's amazing and it makes me look young and fresh and lively, and that is what I'm gonna do. I'm not going to cover up anything anymore, you know. I'm not doing color correction for my melasma. I'm not covering up pimples. It is what it is, what it is. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm doing my eyes, I'm doing my lips. Yes, I am using blush and bronzer and highlighter, but beyond that, I'm not wasting time on doing foundation because I used to love the look. But honestly, you know, when I repeatedly had to tell my kids to not hug me and ruin my foundation because I hadn't taken pictures yet, I was like, this is not right. This is not right. I want my children to be able to hug me, and I also want to be kissed, you know? So, because it was always the issue that mommy hasn't done her pictures yet, you know, or my husband, like whatever, you know. So I am like, no. Plus, I think it's nice and it's more normal and it is more like, it's more like all of us, you know. So do I love foundations? Yes. Do I want to go into this right now? Absolutely not, you know. And I really, really love that I can touch my face and that my dogs can lick my face and that it just feels like I can blow my nose, for crying out loud. I can blow my nose. It used to be an issue, you know. I can scratch my face. It's beautiful. I love it. Okay, so that is that. And the other obvious thing is that I have downsized a lot on my head wraps, and maybe you saw it already or maybe you didn't, that it is actually a half wrap. So my hair is sticking out here in the back, and it's basically just like a hair band, a glorified hair band, basically. Now, why is that? Because, you know, I've kind of been sort of famous for my head wraps and my hairstyles and all of that, and I still love it. But I don't know, I'm going through a lot of changes, and I want to try different things, and also I want to give my hair the chance to recover, because at some point I was just standing in front of my bathroom mirror, and dogs, what are you doing? Are you taking stuff apart? Probably. I was standing in front of my bathroom mirror, and I had very, very long hair, but it was so damaged that I threw a tantrum, and I just cut it off till here, because I was like, what am I trying to do here? What am I trying to prove? I don't need I don't need this. So the heavy breathing is the dog, by the way. So I cut it off, and I was like, and from now on, I'm going to give my hair the chance to recover. So when I'm not on camera and when I'm not outside, but just with my family, I'm actually taking off my turban or my wrap all together, you know? So that is what I'm doing, which is very, very liberating for me and really, really cool. It took a lot of courage. And also here I had to go through certain things where people actually thought, well, Leorah, what happened to you? Did you go through chemotherapy? You know how people are. They just they forget that they have an inside voice and an outside voice, and they just need to blurt out whatever they feel right now. So I was actually in the drugstore, and people commented, random people that know me just from passing by, you know, sales ladies that know me, because everybody recognizes me because of the makeup. So that, you know, that it is so strange, but people asked me if I went through chemotherapy, and I said, no, I didn't. This is just how hair looks when you have covered it for almost 20 years. You know, fully covering with a shaper, which is suffocating the hair basically, and the skin. It is, you know, you pay a price, and I think it's just fair to say it. Do I still like it, or do I regret what I did? Absolutely not. It was part of my life, but it is just very, very normal that, like, for everything in life, for every decision and for everything you do, you pay a price in whatever way, and that is just the price I paid. Is that the end of the world? No. Will my hair recover? Most likely. I will never look like I looked when I was 18, but does that matter? No. I just want to do different things, you know. Call it a midlife crisis, I don't know, and I don't care. Okay, sweeties, that is what it is. Let me just look at my little notes here. Okay, so let's just quickly go into actually what I'm wearing on my face, because I got a very, very beautiful PR package from Unearthly Cosmetics, and there were 2 palettes in it, and honestly, I wanted to film already days ago, and I have had such bad panic attacks that I just couldn't. And even now, like, I'm shaking, you know. Maybe you don't notice it in the way I am in front of the camera, because I'm not sitting here and being quiet and intimidated, but sweeties, I'm like all over the place. But you know, so first of all, this is actually the palette that I wanted to work with here on camera, and that is the Daily Grind palette from Unearthly Cosmetics, and it looks like this. And I think it's such a beautiful fall themed palette, and of course you have seen that palette everywhere. It just takes so much longer to get to me. Okay, that's why I am presenting you now with the fall themed palette while it is winter in certain places already. Okay, so in any case, it took a long time to get to me, because that is just because I live in Israel, in case you don't know, and Unearthly Cosmetics is of course based in America, so stuff takes just a long time to get to me. Okay, so but 2 looks will come up on Instagram and on Facebook with this palette, but today I'm actually wearing this one, and this is the second palette that they sent me, and this is the Dead of Night palette. And sweeties, this color scheme is out of this world beautiful. This is just so like coming home and slipping into your slippers that have been pre-warmed by someone who loves you, and there is like a spiced wine already ready for you or something like that, you know. So this is how it feels for me to have this palette. This is so, so beautiful. And of course, in case you don't know, the whole formula of Unearthly Cosmetics is one of my most favorite brands. I love the formula. It works super, super well for me. I've always loved it. And I am so, so glad that I can show you this. And I hope maybe for the next video, I don't know when I'm going to film, maybe I can film a look. Being here and actually applying makeup, that is going to be my next step that I'm going to try to conquer. All right, so but for the time being, this is my first look with the Dead of Night palette. Beyond that, they also sent me this whole satin liquid lipstick set. And maybe you remember there was one last year. Was it last year? I don't remember. It was super, super fun colors, and it was kind of the same idea with those little sparkles up here, and kind of the same design, just different colors, obviously. And they all have names of women, I do believe. Today I'm wearing this one. This is Danielle. And I was actually, when I got the last collection, I was doing a lip swatch video, which was so, so much fun. Now, I loved already the last series because these lipsticks are beautiful. I personally do not like matte liquid lipsticks or liquid lipsticks in general. I don't like too much, but matte ones are just horrible. I feel like I'm too old for this, you know? It looks beautiful and very, very young, and maybe worked on lips, I don't know, but not on mine. But satin liquid lipsticks are beautiful, and these ones, they don't bleed because I do have issues with bleeding in other formulas, definitely, but these ones are very, very nice, and they're a little bit more, how should I say this? They're a little bit more normal with their color choices this time around. They're like neutral and like rosy neutral, you know? And I have tried by now, I think I have tried 3 of them, and loved all of them because, you know, I love the formula. I know the formula already, so just in case you want to try those, these colors, I don't know if the old bundle is still available, the previous bundle, but if you are more like for extreme colors, like a mustard color and like a purple and stuff like this, then go to the old bundle if it is still available. But this one is like more wearable, normal kinda, you know, which is really, really nice because we all need stuff like that. So in any case, so that was from Unearthly Cosmetics. Thank you so, so much. In case anyone from Unearthly Cosmetics is watching this, which I doubt, but in any case, thank you so, so much. And of course, pictures will come up on my social media, and as I said, I hope that I will be able to work also doing makeup on camera again. But for now, this is just my first trial to get back in front of the camera. I couldn't even remember how to turn on the lights here. I have to tell you that actually in all those months, I had to come here. This is my basement, okay, the basement of my house, and I only came here because it is storage room, and I also do have a fridge and a freezer here because I have 7 kids, we have a very large family, and I just need an additional fridge and freezer in addition to what I have in the kitchen. So I only had to come here if I had to put something into storage or pick something up from storage or put something in the fridge or whatever. Every time I came here, I started to feel like I better get to a bathroom because I felt like I'm gonna have diarrhea. This is how nervous I was to actually be in this room. The closer I got to this area, my filming area, I felt like everything is like I have a million bugs on me, you know? This is how I was like, I'm not ready to be here. I cannot do this right now. Now, I'm glad that I am sitting here and actually feeling like a normal person. Yes, I'm excited and everything, but I feel like I'm not getting sick, you know, so that's great. Okay, sweeties, one more thing that has been asked a lot during these last months is, of course, my brother and my sister-in-law in Ukraine. And with that, I'm going to also conclude the video so it doesn't get too long for you to watch, and it gives me also a reason to come back, right? But I wanted to touch up on that because, of course, whoever is not new here knows that my brother lives in Ukraine together with his wife already for 20 years, and then they're in central Ukraine. and they have been there throughout the whole war. And maybe you also remember that we had this indie makeup raffle raising money for them at the beginning of the year when this whole thing started, and that helped them so much. And some of you are actually still donating to them, which is amazing, but thank you so much. Now they're still doing their work that they have been doing there. They do have a farm, they have dairy cows, they have fields, they have a bakery, they're baking their own bread, and for the most part they're giving it away as free bread because of course the population is in a very dire straits, I guess. You know, it is super hard. Now lately it has become much harder because Russia, or the Russian army, is bombing the electrical supplies, like the factories. I don't know how to say that. The power stations, maybe the power stations, to bits, and they are in the dark most of the time. The other day he sent us, as family, he sent us a video while he was like filming himself with his phone, and in the middle of the video it went dark because suddenly the electricity was gone, you know. So this happens to them all the time. Now if you're a private person, it's one thing, it's still bad enough, but it's one thing. But if you're running a business, if you are baking bread, if you actually need electricity to run your ovens and things like this, it is very difficult because with baking, if you're interrupting the baking process, in a lot of cases you will not be able to save those breads, and that's just very wasteful. Now sometimes the government or the city, I don't know, they tell them when they're cutting the power, and then they're just working around those hours. But now lately it has become so bad that the power just goes out. So that has been a super big challenge, but they're not giving up. They're still there, they're still holding their ground, and they're trying to be there for the population, you know, and helping them, and of course taking in refugees and trying to help those to, you know, through these very hard times where they don't know what's happening back at home and if they'll ever go back to their own house or apartment or whatever. So they're doing an amazing job. I'm extremely proud of them. I feel for them. I wish they wouldn't have to be there, but then again, you know, if everybody would always leave the situation when you're between a rock and a hard place, nothing ever would be accomplished in life. You know, we cannot always just take the easy way out and run. It doesn't work like that, at least not for me. Feel free to share in case it is something that works for you. Then feel free to share. Maybe we can all learn your secret. But you know, for me in my personal life, most of the time I had to fight for stuff, you know, and I'm not meaning necessarily actually fighting. I mean like to be determined and dedicated to something, and then achieving a goal. Now, is the goal for them that they will reconquer Ukraine? That is not in their place, it's not in their power, but their goal is to be there for the population. And the 2 times, I think, ever since I went offline, they were twice in Germany to visit their family because their 4 children are living in Germany, and of course the grandchildren. But every single time they left their farm in Ukraine, people there were super scared that they are going to leave Ukraine and not come back. You know, people are looking up to them and drawing strength from them, and that is a very important thing, you know, just for that, even if they cannot make miracles, you know. So that is basically what it is. Keep them in your prayers and in your hearts, and of course me and my family too, and my dogs. Walking around here, and I'm so happy that I have them. Okay, so beyond that, of course, if you want to subscribe, feel free to be part of my family here, and if not, God bless you too, and I shall see you here next time, whenever that is. I hope it's going to be once a week at least, you know, we shall see, but I just wanted to come back and see how it goes, and I'm actually super excited to now go and edit this and see myself in front of the camera. I've also put on some weight, maybe you've seen that, because also my eating eating disorder has been a little bit out of control just from all this pressure and like being not balanced within myself. But I'm working on it, you know, I'm working on it, and we are all on a journey. We're never really there, you know. There's always room for improvement, and you know, sometimes there's more room and sometimes we are closer to the goal, but it is what it is, sweeties. Okay, so I shall see you here soon with all the interruptions. I'm just so thrilled. My little babies, oh, now they're both here. Hi, it's my big boy. I wish I could lift you up, but you're just, this is, if you hear the banging, it's his tail. I hope he's not going to take down my decoration. Okay, sweeties, we're up for a rough ride here. So I hope you'll be part of it, and I shall see you super soon. And up until then, go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.